Let's go, okay?
Yeah, Peaches got it. All right.
What's going on? We're back for another episode of the Funtendo Market Report. Let's jump right into the action. Y'all know what time it is. It's Bowser's Beauties Thursdays.
When he says, "You're the biggest I've been with." Wish I could say the same.
Yeah, Peaches got it.
I wish I could say the same.
Why, yeah.
When he says, "You're the biggest I've been with." Wish I could say the same. I wish I could say the same.
Wow.
When he says,
Big girls on that treadmill.
Yeah.
Bowser loves the big beauties. Shout out to the big girl trying to work some of that weight off. But if you work off too much weight, I don't think you'll be Bowser's type anymore.
Big girls, I'm on my way to go take some pictures because they look good. But y'all know I gotta do my arm trick, so I'm gonna show y'all one more time for the girls in the back. When I take my photos, this is my signature pose. But you see this? We tucking that. Take your arm, roll it all the way to the back so that it catches. Boom.
Peachy.
Yeah, like magic. Big bass, how's your baby?
Can we just normalize saying she look good instead of she looks good for a big girl?
Bingo.
How about we do that? Can we?
Let's jump into Mario's Money, where we talk about the financial news of the day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 47.37 points today. The NASDAQ Composite up 144.18 points today. The S&P 500 up 26.51 points today. And the Nikkei 225 exchange down 41.84 today. The London Stock Exchange, FTSE indexes all up except for the FTSE AIM All Share. Let's jump into the gold prices today. Gold currently at 22.67. Let's jump into crude oil futures. Crude oil futures down 5 cents on the day. Very small loss. Let's jump into the Bitcoin
Yeah,
market.
Peaches got it.
Bitcoin currently, as we speak, up 888.84, up 1%. Ethereum up 27.77 cents. Some of the altcoins have mixed results. The gold spot market price for today up $9.40. And the silver spot market price today up 17 cents. Let's jump into the next segment, Mario's Madness.
Let's go.
ELSSF
Here we go.
up 47.81%, followed by Vertex up 32.2%, Pure Storage Inc. up 25%, and C3.ai up 24.52%. The top losers today on the stock market include Endava down 41.76%. The Shimors Company down 31.51%. Grifols SA down 22.59%. Double Verify Holdings down 21.28%. And Inari Medical Inc. down 20.84%.
Okie dokie.
Let's jump into Peach's Paycheck. Millennials on course to become richest generation in history. Generational transfer of wealth largely built up in property will amount to $90 trillion in US alone, report says. Millennials may have been portrayed as frivolous spenders squandering their income on overpriced coffees and online bar classes in the face of pitiful long-term finances, but they are on course to become the richest generation in history, a study has shown. Macy's Mo's closing San Francisco flagship amid plans to shutter 150 stores. Macy's is evaluating closing its San Francisco Union Square flagship, weighing the real estate value of the property against the potential for future sales growth at the store, a person familiar with the matter told Reuters. The soonest the closure would take place is 2025, the person said.
Peaches got it.
Asian Americans are nearly twice as likely to shop at Costco than the average consumer. Costco continues to reign supreme as a favorite for Asian American shoppers, with new data revealing they are nearly twice as likely than the average consumer to shop at the wholesale giant.
Data.
While Asian Americans only make up 7% of the population, they comprise 10% of Costco's consumer base in 2023, consumer, new data says. Dining out could be more cost-effective than going to the grocery store.
Option.
Food prices have risen 25% over the past 4 years. Ohio is 7th in the country for restaurants and grocery store providers. The cost to eat out has risen about 5% over the past year. It used to be said that eating out costs more than making food at home, but with inflation, that's not always the case. The average annual food at home price rose 5% from 2022 to 2023. This is double the average consumers have spent over the past 20 years.
Mamma mia!
The steep increase is mainly due to grocery stores being directly impacted by supply chain issues and rising food costs.
Bingo.
The cost of ingredients is a small part of the bill when eating out at restaurants. When dining out, the cost is spread around, and if you're often paying for the experience, labor, ambiance, etc. However, eating out has been impacted by inflation too.
Mamma mia!
A lot of factors go into which way of eating is cheaper. For example, eating at high-end grocery stores can be compared to fine dining. It also depends on what you're buying at the grocery store. The argument for cooking at home has been that families or individuals could stretch their groceries with leftovers and meal prepping, but many restaurants have expanded their catering menus to help consumers eat out in a more cost-effective way.
Peachy. Yeah, Peaches got it.
Forget a new bathroom, just fix the faucet. Consumers take a break from big home renovations. Lowe's and Home Depot say shoppers are pulling back after a fix-up frenzy during the pandemic, opting for cheaper DIY projects. Households are hitting a pause on the tub-to-shower conversion plans and buying a new shower curtains instead. After a pandemic-era renovation craze, the nation's two largest home improvement retailers say customers are spending less on big projects in favor of cheaper, do-it-yourself fixes. Let's check in on Home Depot and see how their stock is performing today on the news. It appears as if Home Depot is up $3.
Yahoo!
Not a bad bump considering that they actually had a bad last quarter, year over year. If we check in with Lowe's companies, Lowe's actually bumped up $1.87 as well today.
Okay.
That's gonna wrap up Peach's Paycheck. Let's jump into the next segment. Wario's recklessness.
Here I go.
Up first, Oprah Winfrey leaves Weight Watchers board after admitting use of weight loss drugs. Oprah Winfrey is standing down from Weight Watchers after admitting she has been using weight loss drugs. Winfrey, who has been on the board since 2015 after buying a $43 million stake in the company, has said that she will not stand for re-election in May. Her decision to step down is in part to eliminate any perceived conflict of interest around her taking weight loss medications. Checking in on Weight Watchers International, down 70 cents today on the news that Oprah was faking the funk. Shame on you, Oprah. Now that's reckless behavior. In other financially reckless behavior, 5 things financially reckless young people say.
Here we go.
I can pay for it on my card. Number 2, I've got years to save for retirement. I don't make enough to save for emergencies. I'll look into investments when my salary is better. Let's jump into the next segment. DK's Dummy of the Day. Cinnamon Roll Robber is now on ice. A Nebraska man walked into a quick shop convenience store earlier yesterday and demanded money. He had a Hostess cinnamon rolls box on his right hand.
Mamma mia!
Fearing that the container concealed a weapon and not individually wrapped Hostess frosted pastries, the female clerk handed over the cash. Authorities responding to the incident identified a 24-year-old Lincoln resident as a possible suspect. While speaking with the suspect, he attempted to flee on foot but was quickly detained. This DK's dummy of the day takes the icing. Let's jump into the final segment of the day, Yoshi's Yummies. Ultra-processed food linked to 32 harmful effects to health, review finds. World's largest review finds direct association with higher risks of cancer, heart disease, and early death. Ultra-processed foods, UPF, is directly linked to 32 harmful effects in health, including higher risk of heart disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, adverse mental health, and early death, according to the world's largest review of its kind. The findings from this first comprehensive umbrella review of evidence come amid rapidly rising global consumption of UPF foods such as cereal, protein bars, fizzy drinks, ready-to-made meals, and fast food.
Mamma mia!
In the UK and US, more than half the average diet now consists of ultra-processed food. For some, especially people who are younger, poorer, or from disadvantaged areas, a diet comprising as much as 80% UPF is typical. That's going to wrap up today's edition of the Funtendo Market Report on Thursday, February 29th, 2024. And remember, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Take that. Bingo. Bye-bye.
The Nikkei exchange down 39. Let's jump into Peach's paycheck. Millennials on course to become the richest generation in history. Generational transfer wealth of Macy's Malls closing San Francisco flagship among plans. Dining out could be more cost-effective than going to the grocery store. Everyone has seen a stark increase in their grocery bill from the start of the pandemic until now. Food prices have risen 25%. Winfrey, who has been on the board since 2015 after buying a $43 million stake in the company, has said that she will not stand for re-election in May at its The U.S. celebrity, 70, recently came under fire after revealing that she used weight loss drugs as a part of checking in on Weight Watchers International, down 76. When you start making a bigger salary. But when that happens is, as your salary increases, or car. Too many 20-somethings today, though. Skip this period of austerity, says Kelly Long, financial planner for El Segundo The survey showed that 45% of parents helped their adult children financially, and that 79% said they shared money that would have used. Signs you are financially enabling someone. It's important to know when financial support moves from aid to addiction. Consider these signs. You give your children